The finale between the lefties and the NorthPaws here from Port Angeles. Cole Pavelio alongside you for today's finale. Ryan Rodriguez getting to start on the mound today for the lefties. The southpaw in his own right, ready to face the NorthPaws on the series finale. First pitch from Rodriguez upstairs. High to Elijah Clayton. Been the leadoff man 3 days in a row for the NorthPaws. Done a good job each day so far. Fouls the next one off. Evens up the count 1-1. 1-1 count for Clayton. Couple of stolen bases last night, adding to his tally on the season. The 1-1 from Rodriguez down below the knees. Count goes to 2-1. Rodriguez works from the stretch and delivers the 2-1. Popped foul right side. Dominguez watches it fly out of play. Dominguez the backstop again. Had a good day at the plate last night. Earned him back-to-back starts behind the dish for the lefties. The 2-2 from Rodriguez. Hard hit, well struck center field. Chasing back is O'Neill. O'Neill will make the catch right in front of the outfield wall for out number 1. Clayton gave it a ride, but O'Neill has the legs to chase it down for out number 1. Nice 94 off the bat for Clayton. As now Joey Marino digs in for the NorthPaws. One out here for Kamloops. As Rodriguez sets up the face, goes to the belt, brings it back up, and delivers the 0-0. And therefore a called strike. 0-1 working ahead of Marino here. Ryan Rodriguez from Centralia. 15 appearances. Delivers a breaking ball in there for back-to-back strikes, working ahead of Marino 0-2. 0 starts for Rodriguez for Centralia, but 44 1/3 innings of work. The 0-2 waved on through by Marino. First strikeout of the season for Rodriguez. A swinging K for out number 2. Keegan Drinkle up to bat now as we ran out top of the order. The rest follows like this: Kalen Applefield, Jared Hall, Austin Coyle, Kieran Gaffney, Anthony Sedicassi, and Manny Recchi. That is the lineup today for the NorthPaws. Rodriguez working quickly, delivers to Drinkle in the dirt. 1-0. Fielding arrangement for the lefties on the infield is Dominguez behind the dish, Valdivia, Joyce, Matosic, and Edmonds third to first. The 1-0 from Rodriguez, just above the letters, moves it to 2-0. The outfield from left to right, Douglas, O'Neill, and Giesick. Make that Dowdy in left field. 2-0. Rodriguez sets at the face, brings it to the belt, leg kicks and fires. Left field line drive straight to the glove of Dowdy for out number 3. 3 up and 3 down for the NorthPaws. Rodriguez sets them down quickly. No runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left on for the NorthPaws. We head to the home half of the first right here from Civic Field.
Levi Joyce.
Lefties turn to bat now, facing Lucas Dykstra, the starter today for the NorthPaws, making his way to Kamloops from University of Fraser Valley. Game to start tonight, or this afternoon actually, 1:35 start time today. First pitch from Dykstra is outside to Levi Joyce, leading it off for the well struck but foul. Evens up the count 1-1. Joyce in a 1-1 count. Awaits the 1-1 from Dykstra. Sets up the belt, leg kicks in, rocks and fires. Line drive, left center field. It gets over the head of the center field. Speaking. Coral from Cloud County Community College coming at 6'1", 190 from Kamloops. So playing for his hometown team. Hands held high, slightly open stance. Watches the first one for a called strike. Got the Nike Blazer cleats on. Might be Air Jordans. Can't quite tell from foul. Games and Oxen delivers. Check swing, goes foul. Ron Joyce to Matosic. Matosic to first. Not in time. Run scores for the NorthPaws. It's all knotted up at 1 after Applefield scores. Just a 6-4 on the putout.
Now batting, number 27, Manny Recchi.
Now Hall at third. Senecassi at first for Manny Recchi. Port Angeles from Stony Brook in Washington. Like that New York, he's a native of Washington. Now in an 0-2 hole after swinging through strike 2. Native of Lacey, Washington, so not too far away. And an 0-2 count. Upstairs, and relatively speaking, it's not too far away. In the grand scheme of things, when he's going to school cross country. 1-2 from Dykstra. Breaking ball, chopped foul. Keeps it at 1-2 for Chance Dowdy. Dowdy coming at 6'3", 200 pounds. The junior awaits the 1-2 from Dykstra. Shooting toward yesterday.
Now batting for your Port Angeles.
2 out. 3 walk. Just a bit down the road from Port Angeles. Check on Dowdy at first. Dives back in there safely. The Red Devil, Cooper. Stickers all over his batting helmet awaits the 0-0. Dowdy takes off for second base. Double pump by Applefield, and Dowdy is out at second base. That will do it for the lefties here in the second. Cooper will lead off in the third inning for the lefties after the caught stealing by Dowdy. No runs, no hits, no errors, no one left on. It's all knotted up at 1 in Port Angeles. Clayton lined down to his opposing number, the center fielder. Last inning. Last at bat make it. Clayton coming at 5'10", 175, the 1-1 from Rodriguez in the dirt. Now a 2-1 count. Rodriguez goes through his motion and delivers. Breaking ball. Doesn't quite snap ever. Goes to 3-1. Clayton, not a guy you want to put on the base pass. Has a good speed, and there he is right now put on the out. Now of the after a walk given up to on the season. Struck out a third of the time, though, in his bats. California native. Could be strikeout victim number 4 if Rodriguez gets ahead of him early on. That seems when Rodriguez is the most comfortable and when he's been at his best so far, when he's ahead of hitters. So we'll be looking to get ahead here of Kalen Applefield as the meeting is adjourned. Drinkle on first, Marino on second. Applefield up to bat against Ryan Rodriguez. EOO. Quick check of Marino. Spins off to keep Marino close at second. Rodriguez towing the rubber. Well struck fly ball, but it's infield fly roll as it barely leaves the infield. Was about a mile high for out number 1. One pitch and one meeting and force via the breaking ball in the dirt. Rodriguez got a shot of his right foot. Need to put some ice on it after this afternoon's game. The bangs and bruises already who just scored, making it 3-1. Favor of the NorthPaws. Rodriguez. Lefties. Marino bobbles. The throw to the outfield allows Cooper to take third on the E2. So 1-1 count for Levi Joyce. Dykstra delivers. Looked like two-seamer just outside. Moves to a 2-1 count. 2-1 Dykstra lifts his leg and fires. Another one outside. Joyce looking off the netting. Jeremy Gee. Good take from Jay O'Neill. Shin guard on the front foot. The white batting gloves. Resting the bat on the shoulder. Brings it up. Ready for the 1-2. Another one outside. Same spot as the last miss. 2-2 count for the number 2 batter. Wearing the number 4 on his back, Jay O'Neill awaits. Runners at the corners. Taking off for second is Levi Joyce. Fly ball left field, but going for it is Gaffney, and Gaffney makes the catch, and Joyce forced to retreat to first base. Just poked off the end of the bat. O'Neal knew right away that it wasn't struck well.
Now batting for your lefties, number 20.
The 1-0 count. One out. Runners at the corners for Dominguez. Well struck right side, field on a few hops by Marino. 4-6-3 as Drinkle applies the tag to the bag to end it for the lefties. No runs, no hits, 2 errors, and 1 left on. NorthPaws lead it 3-1. We head to the middle innings from Civic Field. Over on the day. Ball in the dirt. Dominguez out of the crouch to keep Gaffney close. 1-0 count for Anthony Senecassi. Grounded out in the second. Reached on the fielder's choice. Line drive. Giving it a look, though, is Joyce. Gets by his glove. Going for third is Gaffney. And sliding into third is Kieran Gaffney. Anthony Senecassi reaches on the line drive just by the glove of Joyce. Runners at the corners now.
Now batting, number 27, Manny Recchi.
For Manny Recchi. The third innings of work. 4 runs allowed, 3 Ks to his name, the 0-2 outside. Now 1-2. Hasn't recorded a strikeout since the second inning. Ball upstairs now. Goes to 2-0. Just the 1 out. Here in the 4th inning. Decent crowd on hand for a mid-afternoon Sunday game. 2-0 from Rodriguez. Right there for strike 1. Clayton steps out of the box after a called strike 1. Has good speed. Could just put a ball on the ground and likely beat it out. 2-2. Taking off for second is Senecassi. Throw down from Dominguez is mishandled and a strikeout called on the pitch. Strikeout number 5. Make it 4 for Ryan Rodriguez for out number 2.
Now batting, number 18, Joey Marino.
Now Joey Marino up to bat for the NorthPaws. The NorthPaws. Rodriguez delivers on the outer Marino.
Your Port Angels lefties, number 16.
Part of the lefties order due up here in the 4th inning. Jeremy Giesick, Jack Edmonds, and Eric Valdivia due up for the lefties here in the 4th. Going on. the first out.
Now batting for your Port Angeles lefties.
Breaking ball inside. Giesick watches. 1-0 count. One count. It's a 2-1. Pitch just outside. Strike called. Pitch just outside. Strike called. Dominguez brought it back in. Set to Cassie. 1 for 2 on the day. 400 average on the season. In an 0-2 hole, Stewart looking for second strikeout of his outing. The 0-2 from Stewart. Breaking ball just outside. A full count again. Stewart brings it to the belt. Waves on through. Stewart's second strikeout and the third out here in the sixth. No runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left on. We head to the home half of the sixth here from Civic Field.
Number 22, Jack Edmonds.
Jack Edmonds up to bat for the lefties. Edmonds 0 for 2 on the day, watches the first one outside. Facing Tate Spence now from Calgary, Alberta. The 1-0 from the southpaw. Well struck right field, going straight to the glove of Hall in right field. About 5 feet short of the fence, and a home run for Jack Edmonds. Well struck off the bat, but just not enough under it. And with the wind blowing in today, had to go through the teeth of the wind. Now Eric Valdivia due up. That one behind Valdivia. Wearing the Chaffey College helmet. Moving to Cal State San Bernardino. Oh for 3 so far this summer. Breaking ball stays upstairs from Spence. Goes to 2-0. To Valdivia. Well hammered, but staying up long enough for Coyle to run under it for the second out. Sam Matosic now digging in with 2 outs. Matosic is single and a ground out to his name, a run scored as well. Batting .333. Cooper up to bat now. Runners advance to 90 feet. Vance on the pass ball. He's on second. Matosic on third. 1-0 count for Cooper. Good life on that pitch. Waved on through by evens the count 1-1. O'Neal looking to extend the lefties' lead. Outside from Hamro. 2-1 count. Big wave through from O'Neal. Evens up the count 2-2. First pitch well struck by the NorthPaws. They lead it off with a single. After the lefties score 3 in the 6th.
Now batting, number 44, Elijah Clayton.
Markey led off with a single. Now Elijah Clayton. The corner. Kasich has a stand. His second hit of the season, his first since opening night.
Now batting, number 22, Jack Edmond.
Obama batting. No out. And one. Sid Cassie on the day. 1 for 3. Hit straight to Valdivia. He goes home for the force out at home, and that is the only out that the lefties get. Jinx looking for the punch out here. Able to go two ways when needed. The 0-2, Jinx looking for the knockout on the curve. Looking for the front door breaker, doesn't bend quite enough. One, two from Jinx. Blows it by Elijah Clayton for big out number one. First out of the inning, Jinx retires Clayton. Joey Marino now up to bat. That one goes over the head of Dominguez. And taking second was Recchi on the stolen base. 1-0 count. Now 2-0 from Jinx. Jinx, then field drawn in, blows it by Marino for strike one. Two one from Jinx. Hit straight back at Jinx. He knocks it down. Able to go to first in time for out number two. Good play by Jinx to knock it down and stay aware of where the ball was to be able to record the second out. Putting the body on the line for the 1-3 put out for the second out. Jinx, 2 outs retired. NorthPaws now batted around. Drinkle led off this inning with a both teams have 9 hits as of right now. Ball outside to Garrett Cooper. 1-0 count. Lefties. The Matchy. to chase outside. Two 0 Giesinger Whites. Down in the dirt now, 3-0. A walk with driving. 'Jared Hall now up to bat after the lefties had 11 batters of the NorthPaws come up to bat in the 8th. Cole Acker now on the mound from Chaffey College. Delivers outside 1-1. Ethan Kodama had pinch hit in this spot earlier in the game. Now a 2-1 count from Acker. Two 1 foul back, moves to 2-2. Two hard hit straight back up the middle. Straight to O'Neill in center field for out number 1. Now, Austin Coyle up to bat. Coyle, strikeout, couple of ground outs and a walk and a run scored to his name.
Now hitting for NorthPaws.
On the day.
Number 6, Ethan Kodama.
This is Ethan Kodama up to bat. Kodama, grounder fielded by Valdivia. He fires the first for the second out.
Now batting, number 9, Kieran Gaffney.
One 0 from Acker. walk there.
Anthony Setakasi.
As Anthony Setakasi up to bat now. As someone's been skipped in the batting order is Setakasi is after Gaffney, and who's after Coyle. Two one from Acker. Upstairs, dips at the letters for a called strike. 2-2. Acker checks on the runner. 2-2. Chopped foul at the dish. Two hit slapped to the right side, gets to the outfield. A single for Setakasi. Pinch hitter here for Recchi.
Now pitching for the NorthPaws, number 7, Cade Pawlowski.
Cade Polkowski up to bat now. Fouls the first one off. Count 0-1. One and one now from Acker. Hit back up the middle. O'Neal glides over to his left for the third out. No runs. A hit. 2 left on for the NorthPaws. They lead it 10-8 as we head to the home half of the ninth here from Port Angeles. 5, 6, and 7 due up for the lefties. Edmonds, Valdivia, and Matosic as they're down to their last 3 outs. Facing the final 3 outs, staring them down. Jack awaits the first pitch down below the knees for a called strike right there. Facing Cade Weber from Kelowna, British Columbia. Kelowna Falcons we'll see later on in the season. Big swing by Edmonds. Makes it 0-2. We'll see Kelowna the 17th through the 18th here in Port Angeles. And the lefties will travel to Kelowna July 18th through the 20th. 0-2 count for Edmonds. Shoots it foul. Keeps that 0-2. Oh, 2 count. Edmonds awaits from Weber. Chopped left side foul. Edmonds on the day. Couple of ground outs, a fly out, and a 2 RBI single in the 7th. Oh, 2. Edmonds hits it back up the middle. It drops down in center field. Rally start with 1 single hit. Looking like one possible here. In the 9th inning is that Eric Valdivia now digs in. Valdivia. Still looking for his first hit this summer. Great time for a home run here if he manages to put a charge into it. Called strike. And an 0-1 count for Valdivia. Weber sets. Edmonds on first. Valdivia fly ball right side. Going for it is Hall, and Hall makes the catch right near the lefty's bullpen for out number 1. Sam Matosic now up to bat. A single and a walk, 2 runs scored for him today. .300 average today on the season. Watches it outside from Weber. 1-0. RBI on the season already from Matosic. 1 RBI doesn't do the lefties any good. They need 2 more to extend this game. 3 runs to win it. Ball inside. 2-0 now for Matosic. Two and 0. Two and 1 now after a strike right at the knees. Lefties looking for their first win of the 2025 West Coast League season. Looping fly ball center field. Clayton camps under it for out number 2. Lefties down to their final out. And Chance Dowdy up to bat now. Hit by a pitch, a pop out. Walking a single and 2 runs to his name today. .250 on the season as things stand for Dowdy. Ball outside from Weber. Game started at 1:35. Crossed the 3-hour mark. 1-0 from Weber. Right there on the outer edge. Called strike one. (2-0) for Dowdy. Edmonds on first. (2-1) count for Dowdy now after last one a ball. Dowdy waits. 2-1, watches the breaking ball. Called strike two. Lefties down to their final strike here in the opening series. 2-2 Weber sets at the belt. Checks on Edmonds. 2-2 popped up. Drifting back is Marino. Hall charging on it. Drops between everyone. Lefties stay alive with the C&I single dropping between Clayton, Marino, and Hall in the outfield.
Now batting for your Port Angeles lefties, number 21, Garrett Cooper.
Two hits this inning. Edmond with the single, Downey with the single, now Garrett Cooper up. Second game is the lefty. Strike called. Outer half of the dish. Three for four on the day. 2 RBIs to his name. Would be a great spot here for the Red Devil as Weber steps off. No more mound visits for the NorthPaws. Applefield started to make his way out there, but called back by the umpiring crew. An 0-1 count for Cooper. Dowdy on first, Edmonds on second. The 0-1 for Cooper. Cooper watches it outside. Goes to 2-1. 2-1 count for Garrett Cooper. Wind blowing in from the south. 2-1. Cooper holds back his swing. Goes to a 3-1 count. Top of the order on deck. It's 2-1 count. Cooper awaits the delivery from Weber. Cooper fouls it straight back. Forces the count to 2-2, and the lefties are back down to their final strike. Two, 2 outs. Runners on first and second. .22 on the mound. Delivers in the dirt. Runners advance 90 feet. So a full count. 2 outs. Garrett Cooper at the dish. Weber needs to face Cooper here. 3-2 in the dirt. That loads the bases for the top of the order. Levi Joyce due up. Joyce, one of the hottest lefties hitters early on, 500 average.
Now batting for your Port Angeles lefties, number 9.
3 singles today and a walk. handful of stolen bases. Dowdy could score easily with his speed from second with the ball in the gap. That would tie it. First pitch to Joyce, below the knees. 0-1. The old 1-0 count. Bases loaded. Joyce awaits. Just outside. Weber thought he had the call. Count goes to 2-0. Dowdy on second. Edmonds on third. Cooper on first. 2-0 right there, called strike one. Dowdy waiting to run on home. Two-one delivery. Joyce outside. Goes to 3-1. Tough spot here for Weber. Jay O'Neill, also a very good hitter in his own right on deck. 3-1. Joyce wants it to strike at the letters. Fills the count. Lefties once more down to their final strike. Third time they've been in this position already. Joyce digs in with the back foot. Taps the bat on the plate. Ready for the 3-2. Joyce watches it upstairs, makes it a 10-9 game. RBI walk for Joyce. Looks like one of the Kamloops pitchers wants, one of the coaches wants to talk over the ball that was called right there. Maybe just a bit outside, maybe a bit high. Now for O'Neill. Lefties still on their last out. 10-9 game. And O'Neill swings through the first one. O'Neill, 2 for 5 on the day, 333 average on the season. The 0-1 shot left side, tails foul. Lefties once more down their final strike, but it seems like when this is the situation, they do their best work. Coach Bray calls time to talk it over with Jay O'Neill. With Jay O'Neill up to bat. Dom Dominguez on deck. Coach Bray, one thing that's great about him is he just wants these players to learn during the summer season. Shakes hands with O'Neill, pats him on the chest. Ready for the 0-2. Weber set. 0-2. O'Neill. Watches it right at the letters, and O'Neill goes down watching. And a pump of the fist by Weber as the NorthPaws sweep the lefties in 3 games. Take game 1, 8-0. Take game 2, 11-5, and take the series finale 10-9 on a questionable strike call. And Coach Bray having the last few words with the home plate umpire. That'll do it for us from Port Angeles. The final once more, 10-9. Thank you for joining myself, Cole Pavelio, and we'll see you on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday next week as the lefties face the Nanaimo Night Owls. The one final time, 10-9. NorthPaws over the lefties. Until next time, so long from all of us in Port Angeles.